So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these...
And we are underway in Buffalo. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out, a third-round pick in 2018. He's made a handful of starts across his 5 previous seasons. Mason Rudolph. They'll start the drive with Harris.
When Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade, and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Harris running straight ahead. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Out of the gun, Rudolph steps away. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Harris is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Mason Rudolph taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games,
This guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they'll give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Allen going to keep it again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. From the red zone now, Rudolph, flush to his right. He finds Pickens over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mason Rudolph with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 14, Bills nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's out.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Allen, a throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Rudolph now to throw. Forced out to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Escaping the... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Mason Rudolph on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this 1st half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Pass on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. What a run there from Josh Allen. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They need 18 yards here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, right, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 36 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. A toss running left. It's Cook. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running those red premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And I don't think he got there, no. short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively. Rolling to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll try and run with Harris. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bills 18. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Now Allen. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On second down, here's the option.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it's the world. They're up to the challenge.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Able to shake him off. Steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Allen and the Bills now. Down by 13. 1:52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Now Allen. That's taken in by Knox.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Throwing, Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Dancing to his left.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Escapes the sack. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket.